This is a really hard topic to answer, and nonetheless is very important because we want to know our level of language, our ability. It's very useful, to start or restart classes to know at what level to start, but it's also very important in a resume. We need to indicate a level. That can be really difficult, especially for people who learn language on the spot. I mean by that, an expat going to France, having some classes, learning with friends and colleagues, and all knowledges are mixed. Can speak, use a future tense, past tense, but maybe still making basic mistakes with articles and preposition. So it's really hard to identify a level, especially because we can't measure it. My name is Sebastian, I'm French teacher, and check my webpage. You see my classes. It's a mix with self-learning material, videos and PDF documents, exercises, and live session online. So with languages, there is an international standard, international norm. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. That's not only for French, that's for all languages. But when we check the definition, it's not really clear. If you are able to speak present tense, you can greet people, introduce yourself, talk about family and activities. That's level A1, A2, beginners. Then, if you can travel in French-speaking countries, you can be autonomous, ask question, understand the answer, and you can also talk about news. Then it's B1, B2, intermediate. And then if you speak like a native French speaker, then C1, if you are able to teach the language, C2. So it's not really clear either, because we don't know about quantity of vocabulary. We don't know about conjugation, tenses, or grammar. It doesn't say anything about that. So another way to measure would be the numbers of hours studying the language. Usually it is 60 hours per level. 60 hours A1, 60 hours A2, and so on. But I don't like either, because we are not all the same. We have different abilities. It's really different when that's the first time you learn a foreign language, or if you already know all the languages, so you are really skilled with learning languages. But also it's different where you come from. For a Spanish student learning French, it's easier because many rules are common. But for a Chinese or Japanese student, everything, absolutely everything is different. So it takes more time. So I think it's not reliable either. After that, there are the official exams. For French, it is called DELF. This is really an academic exam. So you have really all grammar rules, all conjugation, everything that you have to master. And therefore, there are also specific classes, a preparation for DELF. This is really useful, for instance, for foreign students who want to study in the university in France, because then the university must be sure that you can really understand everything and also be able to write according to the standards. But it's not the case for everybody. When we talk about just work, then the company doesn't really care how well you can write text, because what is more important is just the ability to speak, to comprehend, to understand people you are interacting with. So usually it's enough just to indicate a level, and usually during the interview, well, then the interviewer will switch to French and just check your level like that. And, well, you see, it's all about objectives. We don't all have the same objective, because studying in a university or work in France, or maybe just traveling in France, or just understanding the culture in movies. So you don't need the same things. You don't need to be really skilled at grammar, but conversation is more important. You see, I like to compare learning a language as an art like drawing. You see, there are different styles of drawing. For instance, I'm quite good with technical drawing because I have good view of space, a perspective. But I'm really not good with drawing landscapes and faces and people. But for me, that's good enough because I like technical drawing. That's the same thing for languages. Maybe you want to know all tenses. And there are people that can really use all tenses, but maybe at the moment, the time to handle a conversation, it might be difficult. But also, I've heard people really just talking with 3 verbs and 4 words, and that's all, and they can handle a conversation. Okay, that's a bit extreme as an example, but you see what I mean. Nevertheless, I just want to help you here in case you want to take lessons or just put a level on your resume. I'll give you some main topics per level that can help you to identify. A1. So that's really the beginning. Greetings, introduction, speaking in present tense, with verbs and reflexive verbs, define and undefined article, possessive adjective. If you already know that, then you are not A1, you are already A2. A2, the main topics are near future tense, so I'm going to do. Imperative, come, sit down. Past perfect tense, I did, I have done. How to make a question and make comparisons. This hotel is more expensive than the other one. That is level A2. If you master these topics, then you are above. So B1. B1 is imperfect tense, like I used to do, I was doing. Complement pronoun. I'm calling him. I'm talking to them. Present participle. I'm waiting the bus while reading an article. That is B1. If you know that, then you are above B2. Simple future tense, I will do. Conditional tense, I would do. The subjunctive modes. And also demonstrative pronoun. Those, the ones. That are level B2. Intermediate. And then advanced. Perfect tense, I had done. Past conditional, I would have done. Future perfect tense, I will have done. And also the double complement pronoun. I give it to him. That is level C1. Basically, you can really understand everything. And then C2 is really like native. C2, then you are able to teach the language. I really hope it helps to guess, to assess your level. And then what would be the best progression, the best order to learn French language? If you're interested, if you want to know, I leave here this video for you. Goodbye and see you for the next video.